It's simple. The net profit over total capital over the total investment that you had done. Um, okay, let's see some numbers and let's actually calculate it. So for example, these are three investments that are given. So in the first one, you will have 6,000 return each year for 6 years.
Yeah.
And the initial capital investment that you have to do is 24,000. This is cash outflow. Okay.
Yeah.
In your book, they have given it in a different way. We'll see the project example as well. Okay. There are two formula for this accounting average rate of return. I'll see if the other one is given. I'll explain that as well. But as of now, this is just one given. It's simple. So total return, total inflows divided by capital cost, which is so 36,000 divided by 24,000. What is the answer?
26,000.
Hmm. You see how we got 36,000 because this, if I make this initial investment of 24,000, which is the cash outflow, then I get 6,000 yearly return.
Mm.
So 6,000 for 6 years, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So total return is 36,000.
Mm.
This is return. This is the, or in other words, over here it's given as cash inflow. This is net cash flow for this year, for 2015. This is net cash flow. It's net of all expenses. This is return or this is profit that I got for 2015.
Yeah.
Okay. So 36,000 divided by 24,000 is what?
1.5.
Hmm. Do in your book they subtract the net cash flow if they have taken capital cost is 50, 20 and 30, 50, 60, 70. They haven't. These are net of cash outflows because here it's given total net cash outflow and the capital cost is 50,000. Again, in your book they have given in a bit confusing way. In a bit I'll explain you from the Cambridge book as well.
Yeah.
uh okay, so 36,000 divided by 24,000 is what?
1.5. Like
1.5 into
1.5. Yeah.
no, from this 36,000 subtract the capital cost. 36,000 minus 24,000 is what? 12,000.
Yeah.
So 12,000 is the return on this project. 12,000 is the return, and this 12,000 return you got over investment of 24,000.
Mm.
Okay, so that would be 50%. Again, I'll
So
repeat
can
it.
you repeat where you get
I'll repeat it. So these are all the cash inflows, and total cash inflows are
mm,
36,000.
like how much money the company made?
How much money the company made? Yes. And to make this 36,000, you need to make an investment of 24,000. Okay, so your net profit is
Yeah.
12,000. 36 minus 24. Your net profit
Mm.
is total money that you made minus the initial investment that you had to make.
The starting. Yeah.
Okay, so 12,000 divided by 24,000 is what?
Yeah.
That would be your average rate of return.
Yeah.
Mm, but one second, one second, one second. 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. One second. The capital cost, expected net flow, three projects shown. Project X, you have got 50,000 capital cost, and then you get 10, 10, 20, 20 and 30, 50, 50 and 20, 70. So you get 20,000 return, and then you divide that 20,000 with 5. You divide that 20,000 with 5, that's your net profit, and then you do that per annum. Okay, one more adjustment. So you did this 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 36,000 you earned over a period of 6 years. Then from this
Yeah.
36,000 you subtract 24,000, so this is your net profit, 12,000.
Yeah.
Then you divide that
You,
12,000 over the
by number
period
of years?
by number of years. So 12,000 divided by
Oh,
6
okay,
is what?
okay.
2,000.
Yeah.
And that 2,000 you divide with capital cost,
And that's to find
average rate of return.
oh, okay. And the first one, like just 36,000
No, no,
minus
no, no,
24,000.
no, 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 no. You
What
that
is that?
you use that to calculate the net profit,
Hmm?
36,000 minus 24,000, and then you have to divide that net profit over the number of years
To get
to get average
the
profit, average
a
profit,
okay.
okay, or net
So
profit
the
per
formula
annum.
is what?
So the formula is, if you have to give every detail, let me 1 second, I'll do that over here. Hmm, hmm.
It's called average profit, right?
Average rate of return. So for average rate of return, average rate of return is equal to net profit per annum over capital outlay. Okay, and to calculate net profit per annum, you take, let me write, net profit per annum is equal to total inflow minus capital outlay.
So your capital outlay is like the starting
The investment that you're
value.
making at start of the project.
Yeah.
In fact, that is not the capital outlay. Capital. I'll explain the capital outlay in a bit. I'll explain the capital
Okay.
outlay in a bit. हाँ जी, इसके बाद एक और है फिर, number of years. Okay, have you written this down?
Yeah.
Okay, the thing about capital outlay is that when we are making this, when we are using this average rate of returns, for example, you bought a machinery at start of the year,
Yeah.
okay, and then this machinery after the project is closed, it would have a certain salvage value as well, right?
Yeah.
So this machinery at start and machinery at end, you take average of these two values, that is capital outlay.
Yeah.
Okay, but here it looks like that you won't have to make that calculation. You'll just be given the capital cost, so you just use that as it is.
Mm.
Otherwise, for your explanation, the capital outlay, where it comes from, let me show you from the other book as well. um, Business, 500, what do we have? Budgets, is it after budget? Yes. Have you done ratios at your school? Accounting ratios?
No, not yet. I think
Not.
we're gonna do it
Hmm.
tomorrow or next week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So see, this is the annual profit over initial capital cost, or you can do average capital cost. Either you do, in your case, you would be given just the capital cost. And how do you take this capital outlay? So you have got machinery. For example, you bought a machinery of 500,000 at start of the project. At end of the project, it had a value of 100,000. right?
Mm.
So you do 500,000 minus 100,000, which is available at the end, because this thing will be reimbursed when you sell that machinery at the end of the project. It's of no longer use to you.
Yeah.
So the average of the two values, so 500,000 minus 100,000 divided by 2, so that will be 200,000 in this particular example that I just verbally gave you.
Mm.
So here, yes, here they have given that these are the inflows and outflows. So you will just take value, this 5 million that is given at start of the project. If including the residual value, so you'll just take half of it for average capital. But you need not worry about this particular thing, because in your case you would be given this capital cost, so you won't have to calculate average. You are given capital outlay in your book, right?
Yeah.
But in case if it's not given, and in case you are told that at start of the project you are making this investment, you're buying this machine, and at the end of the project this residual value of the machine is available. If that is given, then this is how you calculate the average capital cost.
Mm.
Initial capital cost minus residual value. Residual value is the value at which the machinery can be sold at the end of its useful life.
Yeah.
Okay, so you subtract this residual value from the initial cost and you divide by 2. That is how you get capital outlay.
Oh, okay.
Have you written this down?
Yeah.
Okay. So back to this example that we had. So for the first project, we said 36,000 inflow minus 24,000, which is 12,000,
Divided by
divided by 6.
6.
So profit was, annual profit was 2,000, and 2,000 divided by 24,000,
Wait, why 2000 divided by 24,000?
because our profit is, our formula is net profit per annum, net profit per annum divided by capital cost. So net profit per annum is 2,000.
Oh, okay.
Shall I write this down and then explain it in the form of chart over here on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me years 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, and then for each year
So what page is it on the book?
on the book, this is page 73. So this starting value I've written it as 2014, because we are taking end value of every year. However, it's start of 2015 or year 0. Year 0
Mm.
is start of 2015. So at start of 2015 our capital outlay is 24,000. So 24,000 goes away. Then inflow for each of the next 6 years is 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, and 6,000, right? So
Mm.
what's the total net cash flow? 36 minus 24, which is 12,000. Net profit slash cash flow for project. Okay, this is over the life of the project. Over the complete life of the project, I will get a return of 12,000.
Mm.
Okay, then I use this to calculate profit per year. Profit per year. So that will be equal to 12,000 divided by 6, which is equal to 2,000. So if I invest in this project, I will get a yearly return of 2000, right?
Mm.
This is yearly return. And on what value will I earn this return of 2000 on this 24,000? If I invest this 24,000, then my net profit will be 2000 per year. So 2000 divided by 24,000 into 100. That is average rate of return.
Yeah.
This is the total profit I earned over 6 years, 12,000. Then I calculated yearly profit. So I'm yearly earning 2000 profit if I invest 24,000. So I'll
Mm.
calculate what percentage is that. It's roughly 8.33%. Got it?
So in my school, they did it,
Hmm.
think in a different way.
In what different way? Do you know?
Yeah. Um, like we did question. That was a long time ago. We did activity two.
Hmm. Hmm.
The
We'll do that.
Tokyo-based group
We we
focuses on.
we'll do that activity as well. This worked example or some other activity? The same activity. This is next activity.
Yeah, next one.
We'll do that in a bit. We'll do that in a bit, and we'll see if we are using the same method over there as
Yeah,
well or
yeah, yeah.
not. Okay. So right now we did which one? Next. This is this one. So let's do for system B. If they invest in computer system A, their return would be 8.33% per year.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what would happen if they invest in system B. So for system B, in again year 0, they would be investing how much?
Uh,
Initial investment is 37,000.
yeah, 37,000.
So initially they have an outflow of 37,000. Then yearly inflows for 2015, it's how much?
8,000, 8,000, 9,000, 9,000.
8,000, 8,000, 9,000, 9,000. Then
6,000, 6,000.
6,000, 6,000. So 18 plus 16 plus 12. 46,000. 46,000 is inflow minus 37,000, which is outflow, right?
Yeah.
So total net profit of this project will be 11,000 or 9,000. 46 minus 37 will be 9,000. This is total profit over the life of the project. So then I will have to convert this 9,000 into profit per year. So it will become 9,000 divided by 6, which will be equal to how much? 1,500. So my yearly return on this project is 1,500. Are you following me?
Yeah.
And ARR for this particular project would be 1,500 over 37,000 into 100. Do you have answers of these activities at the end of your book or somewhere?
Yeah.
Hmm. Could you check it if these two values are correct?
No, we didn't do this question. We did the
We just did it,
next
right?
one.
No, no. In your book, the answers are given, right?
No,
They are not. Let me check.
no,
This is activity one, and what's the chapter
I
number?
don't think so.
Investment appraisal. Let's quickly check. 310. Hmm. Hmm. Anyhow, have you got this down for both of these years? The third one you will do, and then we'll check if you do it
Yeah,
wrong. Okay. Done the third one as well?
I'll do it now.
Okay.
For system C, right?
For system C, please.
Got 5.5.
Hmm. Let's quickly check. Please tell me the initial capital investment, capital cost.
Uh,
8,000?
12,000.
12,000. 12,000. And then yearly profits, please. 2015.
4,000, 4,000, 4,000,
Hmm.
and 2,000, 1,000, 1,000.
2,000, 1,000, and 1,000. So this is 4, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16,000, and 12,000 initially I have to pay. So 4,000 is returned. And this 4,000, if I have to calculate profit per year, it will become 4,000 over 6. We did it the same way.
Yeah, 4,000 over 6. You
So
get 667.
666.7, and then we do ARR will be equal to 667 over 12,000.
Initial cost, capital cost, yeah, times 100.
100. So 667 divided by 12,000 into 100. 5.5%.
Yeah,
So out of these three, the first one it gives the highest rate of return. So we'll adopt
which
that.
is the one you choose.
Hmm. So as per this average rate of return method, we should be following. We should be investing in this particular project.
Yeah.
Okay, let's quickly see. There is another worked example given over here. So in this one, when they say total net cash flow, it's a bit deceptive because by net cash flow they mean just the returns, yearly returns. This is not net of initial capital cost. When you say net, it should be usually net of all things. Anyhow, so this 70,000 is the return over these 5 years. Then the 60,000 for project Y is the return over these 5 years. And this project Z, it has a return of 130,000. All right.
Yeah.
Then for each one, we have to deduct the capital cost. So for the first one, we have to deduct 50,000. For 70 minus 50 is how much? 20.
20.
Then 60 minus 40 would also be 20. And 130 minus 90 would be 40,000. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have got net profits or net cash flow for each year. Then we divide this with 5 because the life of the project is 5 years.
Yeah.
So 20 by 5 is 4, 20 by 5 is 4, and 40 by 5 is 8. But then we have to again divide it with the initial capital cost. This 8,000 annual return we are earning at what investment? So this is at 90,000, this 4,000 is at 40,000, and this 4,000 is at 50,000.
Mm.
So out of these three, this second one, it gives the highest annual average rate of return.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this activity too. So it says they can invest in either research and development, or they can invest in marketing campaign, or they can invest in CNC machinery.
Mm.
Explain the advantages of using this method of appraisal. Okay. Would you like to attempt this right now again?
Yeah.
Okay, please go ahead.
The orange. I'll do all of the 1A, 1B, and 2.
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
I'll do question 1A, B,
Hmm.
and 2.
Hmm. Hmm. So 1A and B and 2, if you see, it's the same thing. Uh, you just have to calculate the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
average rate of return for all three
Yes.
projects, and the one with the highest, you'll choose that one,
Yeah.
and then we'll discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this particular method.
Yeah. Yes.
By
Sir,
the
in this question,
hmm,
when I did it in class,
hmm,
like 2 weeks ago,
hmm,
I did my working out on a different piece of paper,
hmm,
and then I scanned my answers and then sent it,
hmm, hmm.
and then she didn't accept it because no working.
Okay, you did on a separate piece of paper, and
Yeah.
you didn't submit your workings to the teacher.
No.
Why not? I mean, If you did it, then why not? Okay. Anyhow, done.
No, two more.
Okay. For Cambridge exams, if you get the answer right, then I think you get the marks. But the thing is, even if it's just one bit wrong, you lose all the marks if you haven't shown the working.
Yeah,
So it's always, I mean, I've always been telling all my students to always show the working, and they have done that.
and the question will say show you're working.
Hmm. The question, if it specifically says show you're working, then even the working will have marks.
Yeah.
And I don't think they'll accept an answer with just the answer.
Hmm. I think you'll get only one mark,
Hmm.
like just a
Hmm.
single mark.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm done. It's R&D,
R&D, let's see quickly. Okay.
13.8.
Hmm. So for my R&D, the outflow is 9600 and total inflow is 17600. So net profit for the whole project is 8000. For
Hmm.
this marketing, it's 7000. And for this CNC machine, it's 4200. What's the return on the CNC machine? 12,000. Okay, so 7800, 12,000 minus 7800, you get 4200. Then you divide
Yeah.
each with 5 because it's a 5-year project. So 8000 by 5 is how much?
Oh, divided by 6.
You divide it with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Yes, you divide with 6. Divide it with 6, correct?
Yeah.
Divide by 6, you get what? 1333.
1, yeah. 333.33.
Then for 7000, you get 7 divided by 3 is 2.
1166.
Yes. 1167. And for the last one, for 200 divided by, it's
It's 700
700. Okay. And then you divide each with its
by
cap.
capital cost.
So 1333 divided by 9600, 1167 divided by 9000, and 700 divided by 7800. Okay, so for the first one, you get 1333 divided by 9600. It is 13.88% or
Yeah.
13.9%. For the second one, 1167 divided by
Okay, what if you
9000.
don't put the percent? Do you also lose a mark?
You might 12.96%. 12.96%. Either leave it in decimal form like 0.139,
Yeah.
but if you write 13.9, then you have to show percent. 12.96%. This is 96. And then the last one, 700 divided by 7800, you get 8.97%. 8.97%. Is this how you did it when you were practicing it, or like some other way?
Yeah. Same thing.
Same thing. Okay. So we are in agreement how to do this thing.
Yeah.
Next, sir, you have to tell me advantages and disadvantages of this method.
Advantages is, I think you can, because it shows the profitability, you can set targets and
Hmm.
goals and will motivate your employees.
Okay. What else?
Um, is it easy? Like easy for
Easy
non-business
for
understanders?
since you're telling that this project will give us this much return and this much return. First of all,
Yeah.
the main purpose of most businesses is around profitability. So
Hmm.
it targets profitability instead of telling you about just the cash flow. One thing. The other thing is, yes, for people it's easy to understand that they understand this gives this much profit, this gives this much profit. So for them it's easy to make decisions. What else? Easily comparable for different projects. For each project you
Yeah.
have the profitability. It
Yeah.
uses the cash flows of the entire life of the project, not
Yeah.
just when you have received the payback you stop calculating. And
Yeah.
what are the downsides?
Um, it doesn't take into account the
Time value of money.
time value of money, inflation. Yeah.
Hmm. So that is basically the main thing against it. Other than that, it is that, I mean, extending the same thing, the later cash flows, they are given the same time value as the initial cash flows. So we are ignoring the fact that yes, this cash flow would come in year 5 or year 6, but it has to be discounted for whatever is the discount rate for in between that period.
Yeah.
If you could quickly read it and take a screenshot, save it, note it down after the
Mm,
class.
yeah. Done.
Hmm. Did you note down the ones that you took a screenshot of yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing is this net present value. So net present value is this method is also sometimes called discounted cash flow. You take the cash flow and you discount it all back to present value or the present moment. How do we do that? We have simple interest rate formula that future value is equal to present value into 1 plus interest percentage raised to the power n, which is number of periods. Okay, sometimes we use the symbol s for future value, p for present value, and 1 plus interest percentage raised to the power n. Okay, so this factor 1 plus I percent raised to the power n, this is called discount factor. Oh, no, 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 one, made a mistake. One second. So this is how you calculate future value. If you're given present value of something and something is growing at certain percentage, this is how you calculate future value. But if you want to calculate the present value, then you have to rearrange this equation so that it becomes s into 1 or s divided by 1 plus I percent raised to the power n is equal to p. This is how you calculate the present value. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, and this thing you can also write s into 1 over 1 plus I percentage raised to the power n, and this is called discount factor. This thing is called discount factor. So what discount factor do you have to multiply a future value with, so in order to get the present value? Discount factor Okay, sometimes you're given the discount chart. If you're not given that, you can still calculate this thing. I don't know. Okay, here is this discount table that I was talking about. So for something which is discounted at 5%, um, this for year zero, it will always come as one for whatever value. Do you know the reason why?
No, not sure.
Let's see. So we calculate discount factor using the formula 1 over 1 plus percentage by which I have to discount it raised to the power n, which is number of periods.
Yeah,
Okay, if number of periods is 0, the answer would be anything raised to the power 0, 5 raised to the power 0, x raised to the power 0, 1000 raised to the power 0, anything raised to the power 0 is always equal to 1.
yeah.
Okay, so for discount factor for anything at period 0 is 1.
Hmm.
Also think about it, you're standing right now, you don't need to do any discounting. The value of the thing is its present value.
Yeah,
So that's proven both logically and mathematically.
yeah,
Mathematically, if you put in the value of n is equal to 0, no matter what the interest percentage is, the answer will always be 1. Let's see how do we get this value of 15% at 5 years. Okay, so 0.5 we get as answer, but how we actually do it is uh, erase this. So formula is 1 over 1 plus I percent. 1 over 1 plus 1 plus 15% bracket for how many years? For 5 years. Can you put this in calculator? Also, hopefully you know that 15% is equal to 0.15.
so 1 over
1 plus 15%. You have got both the
1 plus.
both the percentage size sign. You can use that. Percentage sign on your calculator is
Yeah.
shift bracket open
Hmm.
and bracket close, then
Yeah.
put x square and in that write 5. So it will take power of remember to put brackets because this power
Yeah.
5 that we are mentioning, it's for complete factor of 1.1 plus
Two
15%.
point zero once 1 1.
15% at 5 years? No, it should be 0.5. See, uh, fraction 1, denominator, bracket open, 1 plus 0.15, which is 15%, or let me write 15%, 15%, bracket close, raised to the power 5. Hmm. This is how you do it. Can you see my calculator?
Yeah.
Is it visible?
Calculator?
The workings on the calculator, the values on the calculator,
No.
they are not. Um, so what you do is in your calculator, first you put the fraction sign, the
Yeah.
fraction button. Okay. Then in numerator you write, 1. In denominator you put bracket,
Yeah.
1 plus 15, and then you put percentage sign,
Yeah.
shift bracket,
To the power of 5.
bracket close,
Yeah.
then power 5,
Yeah. 0.49.
which
0.5.
which is 0.5. This is how we got this 0.5. Let us just check one more, which is 20% at 9 years. 20% at 9 years. So same thing in calculator, just go back, instead of
Change to
15,
15 to 20%.
20%, and change
And
this to
5 to
9.
9. 1.2. No, wait, no, I didn't put. 0.19.
0.19. So this is what you will do in case you're not given this chart. In case you are given this chart, then how you do it is simple. So for example, here is project A. Project A, we are given all the cash flows. At year 0, we are given 50,000. Since it's at year 0, its present value would be the same. Discount rate is 1%. Discount rate is 1%. Okay, so if we are told discount rate is 1%, then in this chart of ours, we will be using this column. Uh, no. Discount rate is how much? 20%.
Yeah.
Is 20% given over here? Yes, 20% is given. So we will be using this column.
Hmm.
Okay, so year 0 value I will multiply with 1. Year 1 value I will multiply with 0.83. Year 2 value I will multiply with 0.69.
0.69.
Year 3 with 0.58 and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So these values over here, so for example, 10,000, it should have been multiplied with 0.83. So if I multiply with 0.83, I get 8,300. This 2, it should have been multiplied with 0.69. That gives me 6,900.
Yeah.
Okay, so each value I multiply with its relevant discount factor. So these are all the discount values of the project.
Yeah.
And then I add these discounted values. These are also called discounted cash flows. Since this is cash flow and I have discounted this to present value, I will add all these discounted cash flows, and whichever project gives me the highest discounted cash flow, I will use that project. I will pursue
Yeah.
that project. Okay,
Yeah.
so okay, so they have done. Okay, they got this 41,700. I think they didn't include this 50,000. So yes, they did for year 1 to 10. They've added this one step. I don't know for what reason. Simply add all of these, including minus 50,000. So I do minus 50,000 plus 8,300. Do it when you calculate, plus 6,900.
What? What? The 10,000 plus 700.
You have to do it for the discounted cash flows for this column, present values.
Yeah.
Add all of them from year 0 to year 10.
$41,700. Yes, that's right.
But I think you did it from year 1. You didn't include 50,000 in it, did you?
No, no.
You should have. So when we include 50,000 as well, then we get the net present value. Net present value is adding all the present values, whether of year 0 or of year 10. So just add 50,000 to it.
You get 91,700.
No, 51,000 should have been subtracted. Subtract 50,000 twice because it's negative 50,000. It's cash outflow. The rest are
Oh,
cash
okay.
inflows.
Minus 50,000.
So you get what?
Minus
Minus.
50,000. You get minus 8,300.
So this is the net present value. So
Yeah.
these two projects, let's see how we interpret the results for project A and project B. If I am making the investment at the end of the day, whatever value I get from total outflow, total inflow, it would be negative. It's a loss
Yeah.
making project actually. in terms of present value. Only this project C, this is something
Is
that would earn me a
yeah.
profit if I incorporate the time values as well. Let's do an actual question. This one, limitations of technique. Okay, here they have given you limitations of techniques all combined together in one chart. Okay, anyhow, let's do this activity 3. So for this activity 3, these are the capital costs given. You have to use the discount rate of 15%.
Yeah.
Can you do it right now?
So what do I do? Like,
I'll do it for machine A. You do it for machine B. All right.
okay.
Okay. So I write year 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I write the cash flow. So cash flow for each year 0 is how much? Negative 600.
Yeah, negative 600.
For year 1 it is how much?
100.
100. 2. Year 2,
150.
150. Year 3,
200.
200.
300.
300.
200. 100.
200 and
100.
100. Okay, then I will see the relevant discount factor, or I can note the discount factor at the end as well.
15%.
15%. So give me that 15% chart. From this 15% chart, you'll have to vertically give me values 1, 0 0.87, 0 0.76, 0. So the first one is 1,
1.
1. For year 1 it's how much?
0.87.
0.87. Then
0.76.
0.76. Then
Then 0.66.
0.66.
Then 0.57.
0.57. Then
Then 0.5.
0.5. Then
And then 0.43.
43. So now to calculate the discounted cash flow DCF, I simply multiply the cash flow with discount factor. Alright. So
Yeah.
600 into minus 600 into 1 is minus 600. It stays the same. 100 into 0.87, it will become 87.
Wait, so you did minus 600?
Minus 600 multiplied by 1. So
Oh, okay,
discounted
okay.
discounted cash
Okay,
flow
okay.
is cash flow into discount factor.
Yeah.
Okay. So 100 into 0.87 is how much? Sorry, I put another minus inside. It shouldn't
87.
have. So it should have been 600 like this.
Yeah.
Because brackets they already mean negative.
Yeah.
Okay. 150 into 0.76 is how much?
87.
No, again 150 into
Wait,
0.76.
100 divided. No,
100 into
multiply, right?
0.87 is fine. 150 into
Oh, yeah,
0.76.
okay, okay. It's
114.
150 times 114, yeah.
Okay, then for 200 times 0.66,
132.
132. Then 300 into
171.
0.171. This will be 100, and last will be 43.
Yeah.
Okay, could you give me the sum of all these,
Mm.
including that minus 600 at the top? So minus 600 plus 87 plus 114 plus 132 plus 171 plus 100 plus 43.
8.
Isn't it
Is it
47?
8? No, I did. I got 8.
Check the values again.
87 plus 114 plus uh, 4, right?
For what?
What did you get?
I got 47. So see, minus 600
Yeah,
plus 87.
yeah.
When you wrote minus 600, did it write answer minus 600 or?
I wrote minus 600 at the end.
Okay, fine. 87 plus 114 plus 132 plus 171 plus 100 plus 43.
Yeah,
And then you subtract
47.
600. 47 is the answer, right? So
Yeah.
47 is the net cash flow or net present value of this project. Okay.
Yes.
One thing which would make perhaps your presentation a bit easy is the way it's mentioned in your book. So for example, this whole column of discount factor, you can write it just once towards the end. 1 second. Let me say this, and then I do this, and then I send. Oh, I do this. Okay, so I move this a bit over here. So this is my discount factor column. Okay, and this was for project A. So I say draw a shape. Let's say this, this, and this. So this is for project A, and for for project C, I'll just do besides it. So again, what's the first step? The first step is noting down the cash flows.
This. Yeah.
Okay, so cash
And then
flows
the
are how
discount
much?
cash flow.
Cash flow is how much for project B? Let's do it right now.
Project B.
Again, minus 600.
Where's the
It,
table?
can you see on the screen?
Yeah.
It's on page 77 of your book. Just come
Yeah.
to page 77. Okay, give me again the values, the cash flows.
Cash flows minus 600.
Minus 600,
200,
200,
300,
300,
200,
200,
150,
150,
and then 100, 100.
100, and 100. Quickly calculate the discounted cash flows.
Okay. It's still 15%, right? Again.
Yes, since it's the, I mean, once we are making the, uh, okay, for one given scenario, for different projects, we'll be using same discount rate.
Yeah.
It can't be that for example, I'm sitting over here in 2021, and I want to compare the net present value for two projects which both start from next year. I can't have
Yeah.
different assumptions for one and then different set of assumptions for the other one. For both of
Yeah.
them, I need to assume the same things. Where is my mobile phone? Here is my mobile phone. Why is it not here? Oh. Okay. Quickly complete it.
Okay. So at the end you add all of them, right?
Hmm.
I got 112.5.
112.5. So
112.5.
hopefully this is what your cash flows look like: minus 600, 174, 228, 132,
Yeah,
85.5, 15,
yeah,
43. And then out of these two, the second project, since it's showing a higher net present value, we'll pursue this one.
yeah,
Okay, okay, so you'll pursue this second project. We'll
yeah.
inshallah resume tomorrow from the advantages and disadvantages of this one, and then we'll discuss things onwards. Okay,
Okay.
all right, see you tomorrow then, inshallah.
See you, sir.
Tomorrow,
Assalamu.
we mean next class, next week.
Next week, yeah.
All right.
Next week. So should I from next week like increase classes?
I
The exam
suggest.
is on 17th November.
Hmm,
Uh,
let me check. Let me check.
wait.
Wednesday.
Let me check the exam timetable.
Hmm.
The business exam is on, yeah, 17th November.
Hmm. Next week would be.
A level business studies unit 3. It's an hour.
Hmm. Hmm. But what's the third day that we do? We'll discuss that over the message then. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Because right now this other student is waiting, so I
Yeah.
have to start class with her. We'll discuss it over the message then.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.